24 here in Mahe, Bengaluru campus. First of all, I would like to welcome all our delegates, leaders, and leadership of SMI and Mahe, Bengaluru, who are our special guests for the evening, for the morning. And I would like them to take their seats on stage. Professor Madhuvir Raghavan, who's our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Mahe, Bengaluru campus, please take to stage. Our Head of Institute and Director, Dr. Arindam Das, for SMI. Our Founder Director, very special, Dr. Geeta Narayanan. Our Deputy Registrar of Mahe, Bengaluru campus, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu. And our Chief Student Officer, Ms. Sarita Vijayanagar. Welcome to everyone, all the new oncoming batch of students and their parents, friends. We are delighted to have you here with us as we embark on this exciting journey together. As you step into this new chapter with Srishti Manipal Institute of Art, Design and Technology, today marks the beginning of countless opportunities of growth and memories that you'll cherish forever. Before we begin, I'll just recite a shloka. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om, that is infinite, and that this is infinite. The whole proceeds from the infinite. If you take the infinitude from the infinite, what remains is still infinite. I bow to all the gurus who are bringing us to this journey, the beginning of this journey of learning and growth. To symbolize the beginning of this journey, I will now proceed to invite our delegates to please light the lamp and hold this ceremony open. Thank you, dear esteemed guests and leaders, for gracing us with the ceremony. Let the light you have just lit guide us through the enlightening journey ahead. To officially welcome you all to the Institute, I am honored to introduce our Head of Institute, Dr. Arindam Das. Dr. Arindam Das has over 33 years of rich experience in academics and has handled various leadership positions. He has previously held senior management positions with Pearl Academy of Fashion and the NIFD as the director of the Delhi, Gandhinagar, and Shillong campuses. Dr. Das's research interests are in the areas of professional training and development, teaching and learning experiences, curriculum development and implementation, assessment systems and processes, and soft skills development in the domains of design and design management. Dr. Das holds a master's in fashion management and a PhD on a framework for assessment of creativity, a case research on fashion design at NIFT from NIFT Delhi. To mention a few of his recent major achievements, Dr. Das has spearheaded pioneering MOUs with the Indian Institute of Management Shillong, the Northeast Handicrafts and Handloom Development Corporations in Guwahati, and the Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, EDII, in Ahmedabad. He was also responsible for setting up the Design Resource Center at Weaver Seva Center, Guwahati, and had headed the PAF Jaipur campus, which was awarded as the best learning building in the world at the prestigious World Architecture Festival Awards in Barcelona. In his tenure as the director of Pearl Jaipur, he hosted the 14th Annual International Foundation of Fashion Technology Institutes Conference at Jaipur as the coordinator of this organizing committee. Dr. Das has independently managed curriculum development as per QAA of the UK standards successfully, validated by Nottingham Trent University. Dr. Das was also a member of the special community of professional experts to screen and select the permanent state emblem, the logo, for the state of Meghalaya, and member of Project Approval Board for Design Innovation Center, Ministry of HRD, Government of India. And we are honored that he is now the head of institute for Srishti Manipal Institute. With a deep commitment to education and student development, Dr. Das has been a cornerstone for our institution. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Das to deliver the welcome address.
Is it down? Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Those in the upper tiers, can you hear me? Good morning. Welcome to SMI. Welcome to Mahe, Bengaluru. And those who are from outside Bengaluru, welcome to Bengaluru. If you haven't got familiar with the traffic and the potholes yet, you will soon. Okay? Okay, now, this is just a brief introduction. And this is only a kind of a teaser. And the only way you can experience SMI and Mahe Bangalore is by going through it. And your wards are lucky enough to have been admitted here They have 4 years to go through the experience. You may have a couple of days before you head back to your respective hometowns. So this is just an introduction, yeah. Welcome, like I said. We say that design is an attitude, it is a journey, it's a quest. It is not just an object. It has to be multisensorial, and we definitely think it is not sequential, but it is as a kind of experience. And that's why design learning has to be unbound. It's choice-based as we offer it to our students. It's practice-based as we proudly talk of ourselves. And we believe it should be collaborative and transdisciplinary, as you will find out. That's our vision. We pride ourselves for being a community of practitioners. We work collectively, and we work for creating a design impact in whatever we do, and most importantly, across interlinked domains, and for better tomorrows, for society, for the citizen, for all of us. And that's us. That's how we mostly look like. We're a community. We believe in helping each other. Like I said, the bottom line is design for impact. It's very, very important for us. And that's why when we say design for impact, we also encourage our students and faculty to give the freedom to experiment and to explore without fear of failure. And so in doing that, we are always ahead of the curve. We pride our creative competence of being ahead of the curve always in terms of teaching, learning, and doing what we do. And you must have been hearing about AI. We also believe in the other AI, which is artistic intelligence, which we feel will never, ever go away because there's empathy there, which the traditional AI as we know it may not have. So we have a lot of emphasis on the artistic intelligence. And why are we a leading institution? Some of the reasons are there. I won't read through the slide. We have, of course, rankings. We have institutional partners. If you look at the slide, you will see the diversity of partners we have spanning different domains. We have alumni who are in key positions all over the world. And it is said that from Melbourne to Munich, if you go, there'll be some alumni to buy you a good lunch or dinner when you meet them. So there is a sense of innovation. We have centers of excellence. We are doing an excellent and very exciting project called the World Design Protopolis. We have just launched the practice-based research up to the PhD level. Like I said, we have collaborations, and we are very focused on innovation and incubation. And that's the Srishti learning ecosystem. We have upstream and downstream. We draw from cutting edge. We believe in delivering opportunities for independent and self-motivated aspirants. So we believe that the future happens here because we imagine the future. So we have labs, centers, and curated learning experience to help us through this journey. These are some of the facilities we have at SMI. You'll do best if you go around and see for yourself and experience for yourself all the facilities we have. So I just have a list here, not pictures or other visuals for it. And that's the SMI formula. If you're aware of that, E equal to MC square, because we strongly believe in what I said a little earlier in empathy. We believe in modesty. And we are also very curious. In doing so, we also encourage our faculty, students, and stakeholders to have the courage to be curious. So that's your E equal to MC square is a formula for SMI. As we move on, then now that you have gotten, I can let you into some secrets. How is life at SMI? There's some visuals for you. You will see for yourself, but this is our courtyard. It's a hub for all our activities. This place is buzzing with life, especially during lunch hour or after classes. We have exhibitions and events in the central lawns. That's how many of our classes take place in terms of doing and discussing. We display interim work in terms of how students are developing their work. Display could be anywhere, inside, outside. It's up to the students. We have very regular open houses where faculty, parents, and industry interact. We have exciting walks and tours and field trips. That's one of the murals you will see done by our students. We are very proud of that. That's an example from a filmmaking studio, a lab. And then we also have AR, VR. Somebody was asking about the AR, VR the other day, and AI. And what about your GPA? I'm not talking of your graduate points average. I'm talking of the general professional acumen, because we believe And only attending class in studio will not make you a rounded GPA, will not give you a rounded GPA, because you will have a hybrid mode of learning. You will have online and offline learning, a lot of field trips. We do not have any written examinations, so you'll have to juggle a lot of tasks, all throughout, right throughout your tenure here. So in doing that, there'll be a lot of intimidating situations where you will, depends on you, you'll feel like the guy on the right or the left, because your faculty will be after you for your assignments all the time. Don't say I didn't warn you. Or it could be a group of faculty, or it could be your team members running after you because you're the only one who hasn't completed the assignment. But whatever you do, don't lose belief in yourself. That's very, very important. Think of yourself as a king or a queen and move forward. This is what you should make your faculty look like. It'll be even better if you can do this. All right, that's ideal. But if you are not able to, and she or he ends up like that, that is what is going to happen to you, right? This is all on the first day. I'm just bringing you down to reality. Okay, so if you have to have your GPA or your general professional acumen, you also have to develop your soft skills. You'll be running against time all the time because you'll have assignments, you have food to order, you have classes to attend, you have movies to go to, you have parties to attend. So, and very, very important that you start working as a team, because that makes a lot of difference in doing things alone all the time. And patience, remember, is a virtue of life. You have to be very, very patient and not work for overnight successes. Only then will you be able to stand out in the crowd. But remember, sometimes when the pencil is sharp, it means that it has not worked also. So it depends on what profile you take. But the other side of the GPA is that we invite you to, we have a lot of student clubs. We have a lot of extracurricular activities. We have a fantastic state-of-the-art gym and sports complex on campus. We encourage you to use it and to develop your other skills in terms of bonding, in terms of communicating, in terms of team working. We have a lot of extracurricular activities. We have a lot of fun activities. Please get in touch with the student clubs. And these are some glimpses of the other side of life at SMI in terms of what we do besides work. We have a fantastic music band. Just let you go through the visuals. Don't ask me if she sat on the chair with wet paint. That is not captured in the photograph. Okay, but when you move up to the pathway towards your goal, at times you may have to take a detour because of the situation, what demands it. But don't get imprisoned by these icons. Sometimes they can be very, very dangerous. They can be friends, they can be foes. So you have to use your discretion to judge carefully because that's what you want to look like at the end of 4 years. Please make sure that you do not end up like this. Yeah, you're laughing now, you'll tell me, sir, I should have listened to you on 20th of August. Okay, so you have to decide whether you want to be somebody without light of your own, or you want to be a star in the making. But whatever you do, however you do, please bring light to others with a big smile on your face. And that's how we feel you should be. At the same time, having said that, we are very, very strict and stringent about ragging, drugs abuse, and all those things. So be very, very careful. And in terms of, we have a great counseling team, mental and wellness team. So if you have any kind of concern, please do not hesitate to address your faculty or your HOI or whoever you feel you're comfortable with. So wish you all the best. Welcome to SMI again. And hope you do very well in life. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Das, for that very entertaining welcome address. I hope all the pointers are going home and we can embark on this journey on the right foot. Now, I want to invite a very special guest of honor, our founder director, Dr. Geeta Narayanan, to address you about the history and the legacy, how far we have come when they started the Srishti Institute in Yelahanka, and now as we have become part of Mahe, Bengaluru, and Dr. Geeta Narayanan is herself, an evangelist for learning and an activist for change in educational milieus across the world. Geeta has worked for more than 4 decades in the overlapping fields of education and culture, design, and technology. In the last 4 decades, Geeta has moved from founding institutions, various institutions that support and enable change, to working both creatively and constructively in generating capacities for change within teachers, artists, and other creative practitioners. Geeta was awarded an honorary doctorate by Oxford Brookes University in recognition of her contribution to teacher development in 2011. She has accepted the Director's Fellowship at the Media Lab of MIT. She has held that position for a long time. She has also held the position of the UNESCO Chair for Culture, Habitat, and Sustainable Development as well. Geeta has also been invited as visiting faculty at the Harvard Graduate School of Education's Future of the Learning Summer Schools. These are just a few of the many, many different roles. She has served on many national and international boards, including now we are very proud, you heard in Dr. Das's presentation also, the Centers of Excellence that she's also part of heading, and the brainchild, the World Design Protopolis that she has worked hard to bring to us. She, of course, is the creative force behind all the pedagogical frameworks that we uphold still at Srishti Manipal Institute. I welcome Dr. Geeta Narayanan to take to stage.
Okay, thank you, Pooja. And thank you to Madhu and Arindam and to everybody else for inviting me here for this morning. And I'm not going to talk about the history and legacy of Srishti, because really that has been in my life and is not really of much interest to you. And many people, Dr. Das has spoken so eloquently, and with his own sense and branding of humor, he's been able to put forward to you what you can look forward and enjoy and become and be part of Srishti. Now, I'm a warrior of 50 years actually today, 51 years. So I'm not going to talk about the past at all. I'm going to talk about you. You are all here aspiring to become somebody. And your parents are with you because they've encouraged you and brought you here. So what do I want to talk to you about yourself? Well, first, we have described ourselves, and as Dr. Das has put it, as a community. And when you're a community, you are a welcome, important, and critical part of our community. You're a member of that community, right? A community is one that has solidarity, it has cooperation, it has collaboration, it has purpose, it has identity. So what I'm going to talk to you very briefly today is about to be a member, to become something that you want to be, an aspiring practitioner, and then to belong forever to this community that we call Srishti, now Srishti Manipal. Right? And I'm very proud today to stand here as part of Srishti Manipal. Right? It's been a long-standing friendship with Manipal, starting many, many years ago with the Research Center in 2013. So it's now over 11 years. So we're not just at the beginning of something. We've been part of this partnership, and now I'm happy to be here and belong here in this campus. All of you as individuals have one thing that is the same, and that's your brain, right? All of you have a cerebral cortex, all of you have a hippocampus, all of you have neurons. Everybody has the same number of neurons from the day you're born to the day you die. And then the brain has this plasticity which allows you to make connections. And these connections are called learning, right? The brain learns all the time through its life. Even today at 74, my brain can learn, right? You're born with the same number of neurons. Neurons never go away. But your connections can die. You can stop learning. So when you come to a community like Srishti, you come because your faculty are also members of that community. The admin community are also members of that same community. There's a kind of solidarity and network there. They're all learners too. But learning involves change. The brain, each one of your brains, gives you the capacity to learn, but it also gives you the capacity to change. And the one thing I look forward as the founder, that you don't worry about your brain, but you concentrate on your mind. The mind is what makes you a person. The mind is about consciousness. So, how will you grow your mind? How will you grow your mindset over the 3 years or 4 years or 2 years that you're here? How will you become? How will you become a different person in your mind? How will you learn to do that? I draw today on the work of Sri Aurobindo, and I'm going to describe just 3 facets of what he calls the lesser mind. It's not a lower mind, it's a lesser mind. And I want to identify within that how you must not allow your lesser mind to control you. And I'm talking as much to the parents as I'm talking to you. Because sometimes we all get caught up in this lesser mind and we don't let people grow. Because to become, to be, to belong, you can't remain down there. You have to be somewhere else. So what are these 3 powerful archetypic forces that Sri Aurobindo talks about that keeps you in the lesser space? First, it's a fascination for facts, figures, and rules. I need so many credits. I've come here to do visual communication. I don't want to do anything else. I will not take anything that I don't know, that's unknown. I want to stick in my little silo box. Then what are you doing in Srishti? Why do you come? Sri Aurobindo very clearly says that's the first, he calls it the pygmy dwarf of the mind. The mind that's obsessed with staying the same. The mind that's obsessed that it will not go into the unknown. If your brain has to change and grow new connections, it's only by being adventurous to go into your unknown, to try, to experiment and explore, is what Dr. Das said. Well, if you're afraid, try to control that aspect of your mind. Try to let that go. Let those fears go. Parents, don't ask your students, on those endless phone calls that I've learned over 40 years that parents make. They never made it 40 years ago, but they make it now. What are you doing? Why did you go to class? Why are you taking this subject? Find out what your friends are doing. Keep on the narrow path. Is this going to get you a job? Lesser mind. Won't get you through the next 4 years. But the second archetypal power he talks about is the power of passion. When we are so angry, or when we are so much in love, or when we are so adoring of something that we want to give up everything because we're passionate about something. It's an uncontrollable urge of the mind. I love this. I only want to do this. I can't do anything else. Don't give me this course, Manjari. Please give me this. That's the only thing I want to do. You can't be passionate. I fell into that trap many years ago. And I have learned that that's the demon I had to control the most, right? I had to control my passion. I had to sometimes bury it and stifle it because otherwise it would not let my consciousness awake to the next level. And that comes through reflection, and I'm coming to that in a little while. And the third one is one I saw so often, and when I read it in Sri Aurobindo's canon the other day, I thought, oh wow, I have to say this. It's about being haphazard. Oh, I'll go here, I'll try this, I'll go there, I'll try that, I'll do this, I'll do that, somehow I'll find the way. Nothing much happens. You have to have intention, you have to have strategic purpose, you have to have a vision, and you have to have a goal. But above all, when you put the three together, you have to be able to take opportunity when it's given to you, not necessarily what you want to do. Control your own mind and its passions, its anger and its futility. And the third is, don't be chaotic. The world is chaotic enough. Where does that take you? It takes you into the greater mind, and I'm not here today to talk about the greater mind, but I'm not going away. So I can come back and talk to you one day. But it's a mind that allows you to envision. It's a mind that sets the imagination free. It's a mind that Radhakrishnan said to Bertrand Russell, it's not just intelligence, it's intuition, imagination, and intelligence that gives you insight. So over your 2 years, 3 years, 4 years that you're here, don't constrain yourself within the lesser mind. Don't be angry or passionate. Don't feel entitled. Don't buy a degree. Be here to become a person. Be here to grow your mind to a higher level of consciousness. Go out and make the world yours as who you are meant to be and what you are destined to do. Don't worry about tomorrow today. Live every day for itself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Geeta, for always inspiring that approach to learning is by growing the mind through empathy, through love, and the hard work that goes with it. Next, I wish to introduce to you all Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, our Deputy Registrar of Mahe Bengaluru campus. Hailing from Parkala near Manipal, Dr. Raghavendra obtained his graduation and post-grad degrees in mechanical engineering in the year 2001 and 2003 respectively from the Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal. He started his career as a production engineer at Manipal Technologies Limited in Manipal and joined MIT Manipal as a faculty member in the Department of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering in the year 2005. Dr. Raghavendra obtained his PhD from manufacturing engineering in the year 2005. Dr. Raghavendra obtained his PhD from Mahe, Manipal, in the area of manufacturing engineering in 2014. His teaching and research efforts are focused in the area of manufacturing, process optimization, and issues related to design and administration and manufacturing. He has over 18 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration. Before he took over as the Deputy Registrar of Mahe Bengaluru campus in August 22, he served as the Deputy Registrar Administration at Mahe Manipal for about 2 years. With a wide range of experience in handling student-related activities, academic and examination activities, department, institute, and university events, Dr. Raghavendra, along with his dedicated team, is responsible for setting up this campus. Since 2005, he has served the organization in various capacities. Dr. Raghavendra has served MIT Manipal as the Assistant Director of Academics from 2015 to 19. He was a key member of the team instrumental in implementation of the Student Lifecycle Management System at MIT Manipal. He was one of the members of the team constituted by Mahe for preparation of the application for Institution of Eminence, and he was the nodal officer for Mahe for the Institution of Eminence. Apart from teaching and research, he has served as faculty advisor and sports advisor of various student clubs of MIT Manipal. Dr. Raghavendra has also published and presented several research articles in reputed national and international journals and conferences. With his passion in teaching and commitment in research, he has been awarded with Best Teacher Award in Mechanical Engineering stream in 2012 and has received Best Paper Awards at various forums. He is a life member of Indian Society for Technical Education. Dr. Raghavendra is also a good sportsperson with special interest in cricket, football, badminton, and athletics. I invite him now to take to stage and take you through the journey of Mahe, our university's rich history, achievements, and the values that guide us. Dr.
Good morning, everyone. The founder director of our Srishti, Dr. Geeta Narayan, the Vice Chancellor of Mahe Bangalore campus and MLHS, Dr. Professor Madhur Raghavan, the director of SMI, Dr. Arindam Das, the Chief Student Officer of Mahe Bangalore campus, Ms. Sarita Vijayanagar, all the esteemed faculty members, staff, parents, and my dear students. I extend a very warm welcome to all the new UG students of Srishti Manipal Institute of Art, Design, and Technology, a constituent unit of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, an institution of eminence deemed to be university. I congratulate all the new students and their parents for making the right choice, as the future of all the students at SMI and Mahe is very bright and assured. The visionary behind the inception of Manipal, the esteemed late Dr. Thonse Madhavanand Pai, pioneered the concept of public-private partnerships way back in 1953. Driven by his conviction in education as a catalyst for transformation, he envisaged a world where education would be within the reach for everyone. Dr. Pai established some of the earliest professional educational institutions in the non-governmental, non-missionary, and self-financing sector, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of education. Dr. Ramdas M. Pai, the distinguished son of Dr. T.M.A. Pai and the present Chancellor of Mahe, has steered Mahe's evolution into an international university town. He took Manipal across many campuses in India and abroad. His outstanding contributions have earned him the prestigious accolades such as the Padma Bhushan from the Government of India and Datuk Award from the Government of Malaysia. Mahe is one of the largest multidisciplinary universities in India, with multiple campuses both domestically and overseas. It prides itself on providing the highest quality of education and an unparalleled student experience. Mahe enjoys high rankings from the national and international ranking agencies. In the recently declared NIRF ranking, Mahe has ranked India's top 4th university, and some of our constituent colleges are ranked under the top 20 colleges of India in their respective discipline. What began with a medical college in 1953 has transformed into the largest private comprehensive multidisciplinary university in India. Over the years, numerous academic units have been added across various disciplines. In 1993, Mahe earned the status of deemed to be university by UGC. In 2020, Mahe was honored with the prestigious designation of Institution of Eminence by the Government of India in recognition of its significant contributions to higher education. Now, coming to Mahe Bangalore campus, we started the construction activities in this campus in 2020 with the intention of starting the full-fledged campus in 2021, but due to COVID, that the construction activities got delayed. whereas we started the first institution, that is Manipal Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. In this campus in 2021, we have taken a AICTE approval for 5 BTech programs, and we started operations in one of our another campus that is located in Tanisandra. Whereas the Srishti Manipal Institute was started in the year 2020. Again, if you consider Mahe Bengaluru campus, so before 2021, we had 4 other institutions. One is Srishti, which is started in the year 2020. We had Manipal Institute of Regenerative Medicine, started in the year 2007. And we had Manipal College of Health Profession, started in the year 2010. So currently in this campus, we have 5 institutions, 3 university teaching departments with over 7,300 students, on-roll students studying various programs in various disciplines. We have close to 400 plus well-qualified faculty members, and almost 4,000 students are staying in the hostels. Mahe has restructured all the institutions into 3 categories or 3 disciplines. The first one is the Faculty of Health Sciences. Under this, again, as I mentioned, there are 2 institutions, Manipal Institute of Regenerative Medicine and Manipal College of Health Profession. Under Faculty of Technology and Science, we have 2 institutions, Manipal Institute of Technology, Bengaluru, and Srishti Manipal Institute of Art, Design and Technology. And under Faculty of Management, Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, we have 5 institutions and teaching departments, all started in the year 2022. The TAPI Management Institution, Bengaluru, which offers BBA and MBA programs, Department of Liberal Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Department of Public Policy, Department of Commerce, and Manipal Law School. So we are planning to have 8 academic blocks in this campus. Out of that, 4 academic blocks are ready. And with the completion of all 8 academic blocks, we can house around 18,000 to 20,000 students in this campus. When it comes to the hostels, currently we have around 3,900 to 4,000 beds, but with the completion of the 4th block, the other wing of 4th block will house around 5,622 beds. And apart from this, we are also planning to have one more hostel block with a capacity of around 3,500 beds. So probably that will be operational in the next 2 to 3 years. Coming to some of the central facilities, the main food court, Dr. Ramdas M. Pai Convention Hall, which is this auditorium, the indoor sports complex, which is Marina, the administrative block, the multi-level car parking block, and other utility blocks. So majority of these blocks are already ready, and some of them are under construction. So these are again some of the central facilities, AB4 auditorium, Dr. Ramdas M. Pai Convention Hall. The library, again, library is located in multiple locations, but we are planning to have a central library at one of the new building. Again, that is also coming up in the next 1.5 years. The main food court, Marina food court, the 1,800 seater outdoor amphitheater. So all these are ready and operational. So coming to the sports facility, the outdoor sports facility, we have a cricket ground, football ground, the basketball courts, tennis court, volleyball courts, cricket practice pitches, and as I already mentioned, the Marina Indoor Sports Complex, which has multiple G+5 floors with various facilities like basketball, volleyball, table tennis, badminton, steam and sauna bath, the gym located at multiple locations. So all these are operational. We started this building in the last week itself on August 12th. So Mahe takes immense pride in the achievements of our alumni. The alumni relations team at Mahe is earnestly working to establish enduring connections with our alumni base of more than 250,000, including SI alumni. So achievements of our alumni continue to make us proud as they hold very important and prestigious positions across the globe. Dr. Ranjan Pai, the president of Mahe Trust and the chairman of MEMG, is in the field of education, healthcare and research. Building upon the group's 7 decades of legacy, he has led its continuous expansion in higher education and healthcare, both nationally and internationally. In closing, I once again congratulate all the new students of SMI and extend a very warm welcome to the Manipal family. I wish you all the very best in your academic pursuits. Enjoy your campus life responsibly. Keep yourself fit in body and mind, and make the best use of campus life by excelling in your academic work, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, and sports. Mahe Bengaluru has everything you need for a world-class student experience. A warm welcome once again to all the new students, and my best wishes for a very bright future to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Raghavendra Prabhu, for that informative and insightful presentation about the journey so far. Next, it is my privilege to introduce to you our Pro-Vice Chancellor and guest of honor today, Professor Madhuvir Raghavan. Professor Madhuvir Raghavan is the Pro-VC not just of Mahe Bengaluru campus, but also of Management, Law, Humanities and Social Sciences, Mahe Manipal, from April 1st, 2023. He also holds the position of TA Pai Chair Professor of Finance at TA Pai Management Institution, TAPMI, and Dr. TMA Pai Endowment Chair in Management Research. He held the position of Director of TAPMI from 2017 to 23. Professor Madhuvir Raghavan holds an MBA in Finance and Investments and a PhD in Finance. With over 20 years of experience in world-class business schools, he believes that business schools should work for outcomes that support the mission of the school. Professor V. Raghavan's research interests are in the area of corporate finance, behavioral finance, and the interplay between auditing and finance. He is a referee for several leading accounting and finance journals. Professor V. Raghavan has published over 50 papers in international journals and has presented his work in top conferences and finance and accounting. His work has appeared in elite journals such as the Accounting Review, Journal of Financial Economics, Contemporary Accounting Research, Journal of Financial and Quantitative Analysis, Journal of Corporate Finance, Journal of Empirical Finance, Journal of Banking and Finance, Journal of Management, Journal of Business Ethics and Auditing, a Journal of Practice and Theory. He's also revising manuscripts for Management Science, Journal of Corporate Finance, Journal of Banking and Finance, and the Journal of Empirical Finance. Professor V. Raghavan has obtained research funding of over 500,000 Australian dollars from the Australian Research Council Discovery Grant Scheme and the Australian Research Council Linkage Grant Scheme. He has won many awards for his work in both national and international conferences. Recently, he has been ranked 180, bred 12, meaning the ranking is based on publications in the top accounting journals in the last 12 years in the world in the Brigham University 2022 Accounting Research Rankings for his contributions to accounting research. He is also a recipient of the AICT Dr. Preetham Singh Best Teacher Award in 2021, awarded by the Honorable Minister of Education of the Government of India. The Social Science Research Network has announced that Professor V. Raghavan is ranked in the top 10% of the authors around the world. Professor V. Raghavan is a trustee of Mitras Foundation, an NGO that provides free skill development courses to participants from rural backgrounds with the sole aim of empowering young lives. This powerhouse and inspiring figure, I invite him, Professor Madhuvir Raghavan, to share his thoughts and vision with us.
Can I close this? Thank you, Pooja, and good morning to all of you. Can you hear me okay? Yes? Congratulations. Can I have a big round of applause to all of you who made it to this amazing institution called Srishti and to Mahe, Bengaluru, right? I would have expected better applause, but that's okay. Perhaps you haven't had the breakfast yet, or, yeah. See, I'm very energetic, right? I like to have more energy in the room, that's the thing. The legend on the dais, Geeta Narayanan, the founder letter of Srishti, my dear friend and colleague and director of Srishti, Arindam Das, Raghavendra Prabhu, who literally runs the campus alongside me, and Sarita Vijayanagar, whom you're going to hear shortly, and she'll tell you the do's and don'ts of what he would do in this place, right? To all the parents, all the colleagues who are here from SMI and the fantastic Mahe Bangalore team that's here. So I've been doing a lot of orientations the last 5 days, and every time I have to prepare something new, it's pretty hard. I've done something for Srishti, which I hope you like. Let's see. I'm an LV fan, so I am wearing Srishti colors, but Louis Vuitton colors as well. I have to self-confession, if you like. I'm going to start with Mark Newson, who is one of the designers for LV. So I'll just read something about him, and then I'll try and link that to Srishti. But before I do that, congratulations also to Mahe for being ranked number 4 in the recently announced NIRF. So we did, you did something very right by picking Mahe, and we also did something very right by picking you. So both ways it worked out really well. I was intrigued by the idea of the trunk as a kind of container, an icon, or an iconographic piece, an object that holds things. Historically, the trunk always had a specific function, whether that was to hold shoes, guns, or whatever in a specific way. And I wanted to turn that idea on its head. The cabinet of curiosity is a container for completely unspecific things philosophically. I love the idea that you will fill it with whatever you want, the trinkers that follow you around, of which I have many. While I collect things, I have never been able to design a good way of storing them that also enhances them. It's not just putting them away and hiding them. I like the idea of seeing them or knowing where they are. But then conceptually, I also like the idea that everything can go to sleep. Mark Newson. Now to Srishti. What does Srishti mean? Srishti means creation in Sanskrit. So you have joined up to be creators. Please feel welcome, but don't feel too comfortable. Because if you become comfortable, you cannot create. To understand, let's take things a little bit too literally. We have never seen God. I haven't seen God, surely, our creator. But we've seen our mother. She literally created us. She had to become her most uncomfortable self to give us birth. The same is true of you. If you really have to create something, you'll have to forget your comfort zone. If some event happens, it is often asked if the event was by design or by destiny. Everything that you do in this place will be destined by design, and design is your destiny. When I was a student, we had heard a lot about furniture design, fashion design, accessory design, tool design, and so on and so forth. Now, from strategy to communications, from crowd movement design to command design, from font design to experience design, the source formula of creation has changed. Earlier, a good design would mean something that had pleasing form and colors, something like what I'm wearing, perhaps. Now, design has to conform to aesthetics, utility, and economics. Being creative is no longer about how the designer or creator feels about something. It's about how the user feels using your design that is most important. If you see an Amir Khan creation flopping dead at the box office, it has fallen short on at least one parameter of the three, that is aesthetics, utility, perhaps economics. Several years later, the same film draws crowds, applause, and money. But do you know why? The reason is simple. The creation, when it enters the public domain, must also be relevant in time and place. It's tough life for you for the next few years. You are going to be made uncomfortable. You're supposed to create, you're expected to follow some nebulous rules of aesthetics, utility, and economics. You're compelled to be relevant. But believe me, you at the end of your course, you would know more than most people your age. That's because you would make your creative expressions, your novel designs, sitting on the spine of human experience. No other course can give you those insights. Keep working hard. Be very sincere in what you seek and how you seek. Faculty at Mahe, particularly Srishti, where you are now, are, I think, some of the most accomplished and articulate people on this planet. There are 2 already sitting on the dais and several more in the front row. Make the fullest use of their knowledge and wisdom and design thought and creative abilities. And finally, do not misquote me by telling them that they have to be creative enough to teach you, and therefore they have to lose their comfort. Let me tell you right away, if you do that, you'll be taking them to the limits of their creativity, all right, but they too will take you to the limits of your tolerance. Be wise. All the best for your time here. You have my greatest admiration for your choice and my deepest and most sincere sympathies as well. Welcome to Srishti. Welcome to Mahe, Bengaluru. Welcome to this amazing institution. I couldn't be more happier. I mean, Srishti is a school. We have, multiple constituent units in this amazing campus. But what Srishti does, none of us can ever do. That's the magic that these guys, 150-odd faculty, absolute juggernaut, worldwide, world-renowned, people like Geeta and Arindam and everyone else who was here, total freedom in what you do, how you do, no micromanagement, no interference. I mean, let your creative juices flow and really enjoy, your tenure, your stay at this great campus. I mean, the campus is still being built. You are in an auditorium that cost us 84 crores just to build this auditorium. 1,100 seats. For the second time in as many days, I'm seeing the entire 1,100 seats occupied, 300 on the first floor of the balcony, and 800 odd seats here. It's all done. Right? That's great. And we are not, we are not like any university. We are about academic freedom. We are about expression. We are about enjoying life. Faculty at Srishti, like any school, I mean, we're not going to micromanage your lives. They won't even teach you, perhaps. You've been taught and done enough damage at school. These guys are going to let you really flourish, find your way. They're only going to facilitate. They are not going to teach anything. That's why you're in a university, you're not in a school anymore, right? And to all of your parents, thank you really for placing your trust and faith both in Srishti and in Mahe, Bengaluru. And I can tell you right away that, you'll be very impressed by how your kids turn out at the end of 3 years or 4 years, whatever programs they've chosen. It's an excellent choice. They've come here not because they could not make it anywhere else, because this is the destination choice. This is where they want to be. And that's why you're here. So many congratulations. Have a great time. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Madhu V. Raghavan, for that very inspiring address. Now, let's get into some of the more practical aspects of campus life. To help you get you settled, Ms. Sarita Vijayanagar, who is our Chief Student Officer, will be sharing some important information about the hostel facilities. Please welcome Ms. Vijayanagar.
First one. Yeah. A very good morning and a very warm welcome to all the students and parents who are here today. My presentation is going to be very, very different from what you have heard till now. While you will have all the academic freedom, we will have a structure and a discipline that will need to be maintained at the campus and at the hostels. That's what I'm going to cover. We'll speak about rules, regulations, we'll speak about code of conduct, and these are extremely important for you to have a smooth, seamless experience at Mahe, Bengaluru. So welcome once again. I have the full slide here. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Yeah. So definitely you belong here. That is why you are here. And our hostels and our campus is also a very welcome place. We just have very few things that you need to cater to and address. As far as the hostels are concerned, we have about 4,200 plus students in the hostels in this academic year, spread over various blocks in the in-campus hostels and off-campus hostels. The students of Srishti will be in the in-campus hostels, the HB4 block for girls. And as far as the boys are concerned, this year they are also in the in-campus hostels of HB4. We'll have an upcoming new hostel block in the next year, which will make our hostel capacity over 6,000. The different categories of the rooms that you all have booked would be probably single attached or single attached AC or non-AC, or the double attached AC or non-AC rooms. The life is going to be little different because you probably, some of you may have been staying alone in the room in your own homes. Here you will be sharing the room with a stranger and we'll have you know, a lot of adjustment and lot of, there will be an initial period where you will have to, you will take time to settle down, but that should be fine. I will focus on some of the points which are important from the parents' point of view as well as from the students' point of view. So to begin with is the food. We have two mess vendors or partners who are there with us. Our focus on food is with reference to quality, hygiene, variety, quantity, safety, timely service. The students that we have at the campus are from the length and breadth of the country. And when it comes to food, I think we also have a lot of preferences. It's not going to be home food, but we'll try to do whatever best that is possible. And the timely service is something that we will not compromise on. Hygiene, we will not compromise on. The food quality and quantity will not be compromised. You're going to have a great time for sure. And but it's just that you'll need some time to settle down as far as your food is concerned. The meals that are provided are breakfast, lunch, evening snacks, and dinner. Our focus is on safety, both from a technology point of view and from people point of view. You know, safety is something that we are investing very strongly on. We have 1,000 plus CCTV cameras that are there in the campus, in the hostels, in all the other facilities, including the CCTV cameras here. We have PTZ cameras that are installed in the campus. We have a command center where a team is constantly looking at the various, you know, live streaming of whatever is being recorded in the cameras. And if there's anything that is unusual, gets alerted to us for necessary action. Entry and exit of the students at the hostels is captured. So at any point in time, we will be able to find out what is happening where our students are. In addition to this, we have a very strong team of faculty of security members who are there, supervisors, security guards, male, female security guards, who will be, you know, looking at various requirements in terms of maybe frisking, bag checking, parcel checking, visitor management, and there are two friends of ours who take care of our security too. And there are two German shepherds that we have in the campus. I'm sure you'll see them around, and they help us too. At the same time, I must share something that the students should be mindful of. About 1 kilometer from the campus, we have railway tracks. These are the places that we do not want the students to venture out, walk around. There's enough space available in the campus for your walks. Please use the campus rather than, going for these adventurous walks on the tracks. It's definitely not safe. Using noise cancellation, earphones, walking on the tracks, not being aware what's happening is definitely designed for disaster. We have water bodies around which are not maintained. They are not lakes. They are not swimming points. They are not places for water sports. Please be mindful of that. It is expected that the students maintain the speed limit, two-wheelers, helmets, and to be used only for driving and not for wheelies and doing those tricks that are there. I also would like to, at this point in time, speak about the freshers party. If there is anything that has to be organized, it will be done at the institute level in the presence of your faculty, in the presence of your staff members. There is no requirement for any student to be paying money to any external person or to be a part in terms of facilitating or participating in any activity which is for a fresher party, and that is the beginning of the problems that one would get into. Be mindful of that. So be aware, be vigilant, and be in the right company. When it comes to health, this is again something that the students and the parents for sure will worry about. If there is any kind of a problem that the student has health issues, we have a clinic at the campus. We have a doctor available from 8:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, and nurses are available round the clock. We have an ambulance facility in case any student needs to be taken to the hospital. We have a tie-up with Manipal Hospital, the closest hospital being Hebbal, where we take the students. They're always accompanied by one of our staff members, nothing to worry. We are here to help and support. We also have a 3 lakh insurance for all the students who are a part of the Mahe Bangalore student fraternity, and for medical emergencies there is our ambulance that's there to support. Shortly we will be starting a pharmacy in the campus, and I hope the parents have packed at least some basic medicines for their children when they are packing their requirements for the hostels. So in addition to the prescription medicines, till they are able to order on their own, I hope these medicines are available with them. At the same time, when we speak about physical health, it is also my duty to bring to your notice that mental health and well-being is an important component, and we have a team who takes care of that. Under the Department of Student Affairs, we have 5 counselors who are available in the campus on all working days, and a student can reach out to them. We will be shortly launching or inaugurating our student service center, where the students can reach out to these counselors. Currently, they are in the AB4 block, that is the MIT building, and behind the reception they are seated. Students can reach out to them. In addition to this, we also have a tie-up with Your Dost. Just one second, there's a slide that's missed. In addition to the counselors that are there in the campus, we have a tie-up with Your Dost. Your Dost is basically our partner for mental health and well-being. It's a platform where a student can reach out anytime during the day or night. It's 24/7. They can reach out, and typically at odd hours, if students need any help, they can reach out to these counselors online, and whatever conversations that are had with either the counselors or the Your Dost platform, this is purely confidential, unless there's a red alert where somebody in the system may be highlighted, may be alerted, but the team is available for any support that is required. In addition to this, I think today we are in a phase and time where, wherever we go, one of the first things that we inquire about is what's the Wi-Fi password. As far as students are concerned, as far for their academic pursuits and other requirements, Wi-Fi facility, internet facility is available, and there are 3 devices on which they can use. The IBIS registration would have already been done for the hostel students at the time of hostel registration. If not, then please ensure this is completed. We have our man Friday, Prashant from IT department, who takes care of all the requirements, whether it is CCTV across that we've spoken about, 1,000 plus CCTVs, the Wi-Fi, the biometric attendance. The attendance at hostels is a facial recognition based attendance protocol that we have, and he's supporting us in that, and the various other technical solutions that we need. In addition, there is the facility for laundry for students in the hostels. This is a compulsory service. It includes 6 kgs of bag that can be given each time, and there are 30 cycles that the student can avail in an academic year. This is more than enough. This is a question that many students' parents have. This is more than enough in terms of utilization. So this is the laundry facility. They will wash, iron, and give the clothes. There's a campus mart that is available for the basic requirements that the students may have. A stationary mart is available at the campus. There is a unisex salon which is also there at the campus to help the students in terms of the grooming requirements. We have various partners for us to be able to address the various requirements of the students. Our partner for hostels is Zolo Scholar, and they are our partners for the entire hostel management, and they report into us. The students who are in the hostels and the parents have to download the Zolo Scholar app. I hope that has been done. A lot of these vendor services are extended to us by our DDGS team, Deputy Director General Services and his team, Mr. Basavaraj. Patrick takes care of our security. Mohan is for the basic requirements of be it electrical, be it any of the requirements of maintenance. He's the man to go to. And Vinod is our person for requirements of transport, mess, and Devi takes care of our requirements as far as the medical services are concerned. These are the transport for day scholars. These are the various routes that are available. In addition to, you can actually log in on the website and select your route if you want to avail the transport facilities. This is for off-campus students. It is not applicable to you, considering that all students are in the campus already, and there are some shuttle services which are there. You can use these services if required. And most importantly, now coming to the Zolo Scholar app. This is the app that students will be using for various requirements, which is including attendance tracking. This can be monitored here. Maintenance issues can be reported here. If there is a problem in your room and it needs attention, this all can be reported here. Leave management, leave applications. So the student can apply for the leave in the Zolo app. Again, the parent can approve it here, and the academic warden from the academic team will also approve here, and post which the leave will be approved, and the student can proceed on leave after the warden notifies it to the security, and the gate pass is generated. Similarly, it is on-demand housekeeping. The students are expected to ensure cleanliness and hygiene of the rooms. Please book the slots for getting your rooms clean and ensure you have a clean space available for you to stay. There is also a lot of other services that happen at the Zolo app, which is basically events and engagement initiatives that are there. Food menus will be displayed here. Selection of the food vendor students can do. So on a monthly basis, in the last week of every month, there will be slots that will be opened, and students can choose their mess vendor. There are 2 mess vendors, as I said. They can choose their mess vendor, and basis the selection, they will be approved for the selected option. So this option is also available. The menus will also be uploaded here. Students can also give feedback, and these are important for us to look at how we are performing and improve our services. Dr. Prabhu has already covered a lot on the sports facilities at the campus. I will just kind of move through these slides. Marina is a new facility that we have started. This has been covered. It's a subscription-based service. If any students are interested in this, they can book these services. This is supported by our team of physical education and sports. Dr. Rajesh William and his team takes care of this. While we come to the hostels, we've now looked at the facilities. Now it's important for us to look at the rules and regulations. So as far as the hostels are concerned, there are quite a few rules and regulations that we need to monitor. One is ensure that hostels are attendance is recorded. So basically there is the time within which the hostel attendance has to be recorded, and this will be communicated communicated to the students. It is facial recognition based. The timings, I will come up in a separate slide. The students are expected to keep their rooms locked and keep their valuables safely. They're also expected to inform the warden in case they are unwell for the necessary support that they may need in terms of whether it is food or whether it is going to the hospital or to the clinic. Use of sports facilities, we've spoken about the housekeeping on demand to book it, and ensure that they have read the rules and regulations and adhere to the same. Students are also expected to maintain the silent hours. So as far as the timings in the hostels are concerned, there's a curfew hours which is from 9:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. Between these hours, there is no movement of any student in or out of the hostels. So all the students, wherever they are expected to come back to the campus by 9:30 p.m. and they will not be allowed to go out before 6 a.m. There are certain exceptions to this rule. In case of health emergencies, they will be accompanied by our team to take them to the hospital if required. And in case they are traveling, into the traveling to their hometown or back to the campus under special approval, this can be considered. However, we would request the parents to book their slots, the bookings in a manner that they are able to come within the curfew hours, before the curfew hour begins. It is also important to note that while they are at the campus by 9:30, by 11 o'clock sharp, they have to be back to their hostel blocks. So there is the main gate, there is a gate 3 which is used for movement of the hostel students, and hostel block gates, they have to come inside that by 11 o'clock. It's not 11:02 or 11:03. They have to be back before 11 o'clock. There may be some students who are sleeping early. They can do their attendance by starting at 10 o'clock. When that happens, that no student from the hostel gate is allowed to go out of the hostel gate any further for that particular day. So these are some of the things that are there. And as far as birthday celebrations and silent hours, there are silent hours in the hostel blocks. That is from 12:30 a.m. in the morning to 6 a.m. That means during this period, there cannot be any movement of the students from one room to another. They have to be in their respective rooms. No friends are allowed at that point in time. The reason it is 12:30, so that the students can have their birthday celebrations and things like that. Birthday celebrations are done near the warden office, on the ground floor, and that's the time, that half an hour time is there for that, so that after that they go back to their rooms. Similarly, we've spoken about some of the other do's. Check the notice board. It is important for the students to be aware of whatever communications are being sent. Respect the authority and staff. Then, cooperate during audits. There will be audits done on a regular basis by the wardens and the security team. We expect the students to cooperate. Dress appropriately as per the requirement of the institution, and as far as your course is concerned, follow the student code of conduct. There is a code of conduct that is there. Please ensure that that is followed. Follow the leave protocols that are there, and be sensitive to the requirements of your roommates and other people in the system. Some more do's: maintain discipline. That's important. So that's why I said my presentation is going to be different from what you've definitely heard till now. So there is that freedom, but freedom comes with responsibility, and this is the responsibility that we are talking about. There are some don'ts which are also important for us to know. Pets are not allowed inside the hostel blocks. We should not be buying snacks, for a large number of people for the purpose of sale. Birthday celebrations is to be restricted to the warden office area, and no birthday bumps. This can be unsafe. Check in your rooms. What's that? Yeah. So just give me a second. Cooking in the rooms is not allowed. So all your electronic gadgets that you might be having, we've sent the communication multiple times. It's also there in the rules and regulations that were sent to you. So all your gadgets, that is your kettles, induction tops, or egg boiler, rice cooker, none of these things are allowed. Cooking in the rooms is not allowed. If any of the students are carrying this, please return it back to your parents so that they can take it back. If it is found, it will be confiscated and not returned back. So please be mindful of that. Iron box is not allowed. If you are carrying this, please ensure it is returned. Some more don'ts. Your debit card, credit card, these are your personal pins. I think that's common sense. We should not be sharing it with others. Act in ways that offend the cultural and social values of people around us. Damage to university property, hostel property is definitely not fine. Keep large valuables and cash with you is not okay. Permitting proxy or participating in such activities is not fine. Cybercrime, not okay. Wasting water, we need to ensure that we save our resources. So wasting of water and electricity, not okay. Misuse of fire alarm and lift alarm, these are there to ensure we provide safety to the students. We should not be misusing these are considered as violations, and all these things when found, there will be actions that will be taken. Students are not allowed to move from one block to another. Day scholars are not allowed inside the hostels. Visitors are not allowed inside the hostels. I think during this period of onboarding, the parents have been allowed to go to the rooms and settle the students. Beyond this, whenever they visit, it will be restricted to the reception areas. The children can come down and spend time in the campus with the parents. So changing of roommates is not permitted. If this has to be done, it has to be through approval. No recording, no video recording, audio recording to be done to ensure privacy, and we do not indulge in activities which are not acceptable by others. So don't carry items that are not permitted. Indulge in socially unacceptable behavior. This is also something we have to be very, very mindful of. We are an educational institute, and there is certain decorum that needs to be maintained at all times. So behaviors that are not acceptable socially, publicly, please do not indulge in such behaviors. When noticed, necessary action will be initiated. Ragging is strictly not allowed in the campus, so ridiculing, teasing, abusing anybody else is not allowed. Indulging in illegal drugs, smoking, alcohol, these are a strict no-no. I'll cover a little more in detail. Cheating during exams, I think, the Srishti follows a different pattern of exams, so may not be very relevant here. Use of mobile phones is again something which I do not want to cover for the SMI students. Then we also have to be mindful of the fire hazards that we might have. So keeping your laptop for charging throughout when you are not there in the room is not a good idea. It is a potential fire hazard, and any such action that could be a fire hazard, people have to be mindful of that. Ragging, as far as Mahe Bangalore campus is concerned, Manipal is concerned, ragging is a strict no-no. It is not permissible by the law. Any student found indulging in this, a strict action will be taken. We have a strong anti-ragging committee that is headed by our Pro-VC, and some of us are the members of that, including members from the academic teams also will be here, and this can have a lot of implications, right up to suspension, rustication, and fines. There's a zero tolerance when it comes to smoking, substance, drinking, or manhandling in the campus. Any student found indulging in any of these things, the matters will get reported to the parents. There is fine. There is, it also impacts hostels as well as academic suspensions could be involved. Any student found indulging in this will have necessary actions being initiated by the disciplinary committee, and it could impact hostel availability for the subsequent years, and also academic implications may be there. So we've spoken about this. We also want to ensure that we provide a very safe environment to our staff as well as our students and everybody on the campus. We have a strong policy on prevention, prohibition, and redressal of sexual harassment at workplace. Any issues or any complaints on this can be raised to the ICC committee, which is the Internal Complaints Committee, and students can write to icc.mahebl@manipal.edu, and the matter will be taken up by the ICC committee. There are some other important committees that we need to understand. There's a student grievance cell, so any student having any grievance, which is not, academic in nature. While the academic grievances, I'm sure, are addressed at the academic levels. Similarly, hostel-related issues, the hostel team does handle, but if there are any issues that they feel that they need to bring it to the notice of student grievance cell, that can be done. ICC, I just spoke to you about anti-ragging. Hostel disciplinary committee is a very important committee as far as the students are concerned. concern. This is the committee that ensures that there are no violations. Any violations, if found, the necessary action may be initiated. And there's a mess committee to ensure that we are always in touch with the students and the partners to provide a good experience as far as the meals are concerned. We have a team which is the Department of Student Affairs. This is the team that takes care of some of the student engagement initiatives. Arjuna is the assistant director there, Ms. Saujanya is the student experience consultant, and Ms. Naina is from the department. They focus on student engagement activities, extra and co-curricular initiatives, and mental well-being and support. These are important things for us to be aware. While I mentioned about the 5 counselors that are there at Mahe, Bangalore. In addition to that, I do not have that slide, which I should have also included. There are counselors available at Srishti, and that's a large team, and that works very closely with the students. Beyond that, also the team is available at the central level, and students can reach out. So the DSA team takes care of these initiatives. Now, these are the plans that the DSA team has for 24-25. What you see in the green are the areas that they will be working in as far as the mental health and well-being is concerned, and what you see in the other black color are some of the student engagement activities, which are more curricular, co-curricular activities that students can engage in to have a very meaningful, engagement. And these initiatives and engagements are beyond Srishti, and these are people from all the other institutions will also be a part of this committee and these initiatives, and it's a great opportunity to bond. So also in hostels, it will be not just the SMI students, there are going to be students from all the other institutes, and it's a great place to bond and make friends for life. This is my team. I'm Sarita. I also have Sujaya Prabhu, who's the head of student services, and Sachin Pujari, who's the head of hostels. They both, along with me, shoulder a lot of responsibility to ensure that we provide a safe and a great environment to all our students in the campus. This is the larger team, along with the Zolo team that we work with to ensure we provide a great, we take care and provide the great environment for students. While I spoke about the facilities, I spoke about rules and regulations, I also want to assure you that we also have a lot of fun at the campus, and there are a lot of engagement initiatives that are there, both at the hostels and for all the students put together. These are some of the pictures from there. And this is another number, maybe this is the slide you can take a pic of. This is the parents helpline number where parents can reach out. This is especially useful for students who are in the hostels. The parents can reach out in case they need any support that is required and they're not able to reach out to their ward. The security supervisor and the security officer numbers are 24/7 numbers where a student can reach out in case they need any help, whether they are in the campus or off campus, God forbid there's a problem that they're off campus and they met with a small accident and they need some help. They can reach out and we will see what best we can do to support them. There's an ambulance number and also the fire duty number. In case any student sees that any spark or any problem there, they can reach out to this number. And this is the reception number, which is also indicated here. As I mentioned, also there's a lot of fun. So some... So just to share one more information, Rubaru is our signature event, which is an event, a competition between all institutions at Mahe, Bangalore, covering a plethora of activities and events, cultural, literary, a lot of events that are there. And we look forward to the very, very talented Srishti team to participate actively and with the strengthened team of new admissions that have happened. And great times ahead. So all the very best, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vijayanagar, for that very, very informative session. I hope and I'm sure that all our new students are feeling very much prepared to settle into their new lives. Now it's time for a short break. There are refreshments that are prepared at the SMI campus. We'll close the ceremony here, the opening inauguration at this convention hall, and we'll walk back. There is a map that has been emailed to you, and there are some room numbers for program-wise introductions and orientations at the campus that have also been shared with you. So when we reconvene at the SMI campus, you will meet, you'll have a meet and greet session with various faculty. This is a great opportunity to know not just your peers, faculty members, and make some new friends. The session was scheduled to start a bit earlier, but it'll go on as scheduled into 1 p.m. And as you walk back, please look out for some surprises. The senior members, the student bodies have prepared some kinds of presentations for you to help to walk back to SMI campus from the convention hall. So look out for those experiences on the way. Once again, welcome to Srishti Manipal Institution and the Orientation 2024. We're excited to see all that you will accomplish during this time here. Thank you for joining us today, and here's to a wonderful journey ahead. Thank you. If some of the parents want to stay back for a short Q&A with Ms. Vijayanagar and the admin team, they are free to come and stay back. Regarding the hostel facilities, if you had any questions, you could approach them. Thank you.